Hello there guys, PC Guy here, and this is going to be mostly a talking head video about some projects that are in the pipeline right now and that you might not necessarily see the effects for directly, not in the videos. Some of them you might actually, but I thought it would be fun to let you guys know exactly what's been going on in the background, some stuff that I'm going to be busy with in the near future, and that it, well, might affect the release schedule a little bit, considering that, well, my time is kind of limited in terms of recording and actual coming up with videos and that sort of stuff. Last time I made a video like this, it was a bit of a long-term projects and things that I had in mind. This is stuff that I am busy right now with, and I will be in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, and I'll just guide you through that one project at a time. First of all, my already limited recording time is cut shorter by the fact that I had to pick up extra hours at work just because of how busy it was, so that already cuts it down a little bit. And then there's background work that you don't really see in the videos that kind of needs to happen if I am to be able to get a bit more quality in the videos. Now the first topic I want to touch on is actually pretty visible right now. Lighting conditions are not ideal. There's that huge glare back there in the back that it does not help if I close the curtains completely or not. It's still there, and because it's backlight and I have no front light source, that kind of makes adjusting lighting quite difficult. I could completely close the curtain and turn on the light, but then you kind of see the glare from the light right there, and it's also not helpful. It's not handy, and it makes it very difficult to adjust camera settings every time to get well, quality picture like I kind of hope to get. So I kind of had some stuff lying around that might actually provide somewhat of a solution. Not completely ideal, but it is an improvement, I hope. So a while back, while I still had the workplace where I built my desk back then, I kind of wanted to experiment with some other projects, and I went and ordered a few supplies already to get with that, and they were actually pretty cheap. They're one of those well, really cheap websites out there that you order stuff for next to nothing. It just takes forever to get home. And I got, for example, this 5-meter wide LED strip, which I never use. It's been in the drawer for like a year now, as well as, well, basically a converter to power it up, and a DC wall wart to, well, light it all up. And that was originally intended for another project that I never really got to try. But it got me thinking that I could use some light source right here behind the monitor, as well, it kind of makes for a nice video, I suppose, for budget options for people interested in streaming, etc., but don't really want to expend too much money on a lighting system and all that sort of thing. This could potentially be a solution to improve lighting conditions. There are some supplies that I still need. I need, for example, and I'll just put this down for a second, the LED is way too bright when it's just exposed like this, and I could use, for example, some sort of frosted acrylic tube to put this in to kind of diffuse the light a little bit. And I know that there are options out there. The first thing that I saw was actual water cooling tubes from, I believe it was Barrow or something, that they already get frosted and just order them like that. However, the whole point is this being a budget project. I think I spent less than 10 euros or $10 on the whole things that you just saw, and the tubes themselves would cost more than that on shipping alone. So I'll be having to take a trip or two to the hardware store. Even with missing those well, extra things that I will still need to make this work, we can already do a little bit of a test run. Let's see right now, plugging it in, and it is lit up. As you can see, they are pretty bright. The contact is not ideal, still have to improve on that, but we can actually still see if it makes a difference. And yeah, right now I would say that the lighting has improved. If I point them somewhere else, yeah, definitely there is an improvement on the lighting conditions, placing them here behind the camera. Obviously this was very much of a beta test, there's a lot of improvement to be done and actually mounting it there, but it's a project that's ongoing. It obviously takes some time to go out and look for stuff to use when you are already limited on time. So yeah, that's one of the things that is going on, and hopefully will improve the lighting quality of the videos. So that's one of the projects that's been going on. Hopefully we'll be done with it soon, and it will probably result result in a nice video for anyone out there that is looking for, like I said, lighting alternatives for the streaming something or something that are a bit in budget. Next one is pretty straightforward. Storage space was getting kind of cramped with all the videos and all the stuff I was trying to get in there. So I went and ordered a 6TB hard drive for basically cold storage of the videos that are done, all that sort of thing. So that should free me up a little bit, and there will be a benchmark of that video coming of that. It's still in shipping. Actually, it's not even shipped yet. So still waiting on that. When it does get here, there will be a benchmarking video of that. I know storage isn't the most exciting, but I mean, it's hardware, it's a benchmark of a product, and there might be people interested in that anyway, so why not? And yeah, it's not here yet, but when it is here, it will arise a few other issues that I kind of did not deal with properly when I started storing my channel resources, which is actually giving a good file structure to make going back and finding material from the past to work with a bit easier. So there will be quite a bit of time spent in organizing files, renaming them, coming up with a good file structure to make sure everything is easy to find when I actually do need it. That also includes going through every single video that I've put out and all the material that I have, and kind of finding interesting bits to isolate and kind of cut and do those short clips on a B-roll folder to make it easy to integrate with other videos in the future that might use that footage. So yeah, that means rewatching every video basically that I've put out in the past year and a half and finding stuff that's interesting to work with. And if that's not sufficient, there is also the fact that I want to organize those B-roll clips in a way that when I am searching for footage of something, that I can easily find it in the entire drive. That means some sort of tagging system that Windows Search, for example, can easily pick up and locate, assigning it keywords or something in the title. And I'm still thinking on the best way to do that, but yeah, it will take some time. That's what I am trying to say, and that's time that is going to come out of the recording and editing time that I normally put in the videos. So it's one of the reasons why videos might be getting delayed or less videos per week. There's a few other small side projects that I'm still thinking how to approach and what the best options are, but one of them includes, for example, some form of speech recognition. There's several options out there. Some with paid with free trials, which I would try and review. Others are just inbuilt tools on Google or on Chrome or Mozilla or Windows itself for speech to text to enable me just easily and effortlessly add subtitles to the videos for the few people that might be interested in. Kind of heard a while back that might kind of help the video get a bit of a boost from the YouTube algorithm. Not sure if that's true or not, but if I could get that to work satisfactorily, then without a lot of effort each time to manually type in the whole subtitles, then yeah, why not? Which, yeah, that also is going to be take some time and some testing to figure out the options and how good they are. And the other one is, the other one is, in any case, experimenting with alternative fan configurations on my case. I had mentioned a while back that my PCO11 dynamic from XL from Lee, that the top panel was slightly bent, and it kind of gets noisy when the top fans are going at high RPMs. So I kind of somewhat bent it back in place myself. It improved, but it's still more noisy than I would like it to be. So I am going to be experimenting with top fans as intake instead of exhaust, and the side panel, the side fans as exhaust instead of intake. In terms of pressure, that shouldn't make much of a difference, but it might actually improve temperatures, considering that I am not completely convinced that the space between the side panel, the exterior side panel, and the radiator, there's quite a gap, easily 2-3 centimeters at least. So I'm not convinced that there is not some sort of air recirculation thing going on in this case, that if the side would be used as exhaust would be less prevalent, because I could just take out the dust filter, the air would just flow out more easily. So that's something I'm going to be trying and experimenting on, and hopefully the air coming in instead of going out of the top would make that top panel kind of rattle less and help with well, the acoustics a little bit. That's a project that's going to take a while since yeah, it's a lot of wiring these fans, and I'll probably save that for when I take some vacation time off and have nothing better to do. Last but not least, Amazon affiliate links. I had them up for a while. They're still up on some video descriptions, however the links aren't working. Because we are such a small channel, there was not enough traffic. You need to have 3 purchases, I believe, within 6 months from Amazon for your Amazon links to become permanent and you have a permanent account. We didn't have that, we had exactly 0, so the links all expired and they all need to be replaced. Now, that also will take some time, and I kind of want to build a system where I can easily check which videos have which links, so I can more easily, if it happens again, find them and replace them without having to go look for them manually one by one. So some sort of archive log with links to the videos and which product links are in each videos. That might accelerate that work, but hopefully that would not be necessary, because hopefully someone will actually click the links and use them to purchase any products, and the link will be permanent then, and I won't have to go through the whole thing ever again. And it's at this point it's not even so much about income to the channel. That's helpful, obviously. We have had zero income from this channel so far, so that's why growth has been slow in terms of improving technical aspects like lighting, camera, etc. So if you guys are looking to purchase some hardware, it would be appreciated if you would click the links on the channel when they are up. They're not up right now yet, but it's also the time that it takes to go through the close to 200 videos that the channel has right now, find out which videos need which links, generating the links, editing the description, and then moving on to the next video and doing the same. So hopefully this time around there will be some sort of traffic and the links will be permanent. So yeah, those are a few of the projects that are in the horizon right now. A lot of them, like I said at the start, it's not things that we will see published as a video, as extra content, like the organizing the storage, getting the B-roll together and neatly in the new hard drive, the whole Amazon link thing. That's not something that you will visually see as an extra video going up about that or something. But it does take time, and it does take a lot of my time, which would otherwise be devoted to putting videos up, recording, etc. So yeah, if you notice things are going slowly, videos are not going out on the days that they should, that's probably something along those lines that is being worked on, and I could not come up with a video in time, which probably not a lot of you are going to be way too upset about that. Most of our traffic is still from people checking videos one-off and not really regular subscribers looking at each video. But in the case that you are one of the few people that actually checks the videos and watches them whenever they come out, well, yeah, that's the reason. And don't worry, the channel isn't going anywhere. There's still going to be content up, especially hoping that this is all sorted by the time the new GPUs come out, supposedly in September. So we can hopefully make a bit of in-depth analysis of those, which is something that the channel hasn't had in a while. So thanks for sticking with us, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. That's also what we need to grow right now, to reach that 1K mark that I've been aiming for a while. And I hope I'll see you guys in the future.